From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Tuesday morning. It is, it's a little windy out there this morning. We are hearing the building shaking from inside our studio here in Kennewick. So the big weather stories: leftover showers for today, the winds for today and for tomorrow, and then the heat as we head into this weekend. Okay, first alert radar showing you some moderate to light to moderate rainfall right now over Snoqualmie Pass. Just some light showers around the periphery of our viewing area. And then in terms of, we'll show you the wind gusts in a second. Temperatures is mild out there. It's a little muggy as well. 60 for the Tri-Cities, 58 for Walla Walla, 54 in Yakima. Now on to the wind gust. Gust only up around 25 miles per hour for now in the Tri-Cities, but I feel like at times it's been a little bit stronger than that. Your hourly gust for this Tuesday for the Tri-Cities: pretty persistent and consistent gusts throughout the day, up around 35 miles per hour, at least through 6 p.m. So for today, highs up into the 60s and 70s. Not as much rainfall as yesterday, but still some shower chances that we'll talk about coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And right now, West Richland City Council weighs tighter fireworks regulations after resident concerns. This morning, the public input that could reshape celebration rules next year. Plus, a wanted shooting suspect disrupted Sunnyside High School's graduation ceremony, the chaos that unfolded when police moved in for an arrest. And warning signs are on the perimeter of Richland's infamous Pullen Street house. The fire cleanup efforts amid an ongoing investigation.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good Tuesday morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us here on Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman. First up this morning, police say they arrested a wanted shooting suspect during Sunnyside High School's graduation ceremony Friday night. Officers responded around 7:30 that evening after reports of a suspicious person at the event. They say they identified the man as Jorge Ayala Garcia, who was wanted in connection with a May 29th shooting. Officers say they used a drone and other resources to find him, but as they moved in to make the arrest, Ayala Garcia ran through the crowd, knocking down several graduation attendees. Authorities say those people had minor injuries. Ayala Garcia was taken into custody and faces charges related to the shooting, along with additional assault charges from the incident at graduation. He was booked into the Yakima County Jail. Kennewick police are asking for your help this morning to identify suspects linked to a series of burglaries at a local business. Here's what we know. This all happening on the 500 block of East Columbia Drive. Investigators say several break-ins have been reported over the past few months, with some of the same suspects allegedly involved in multiple incidents. So take a good look at your screen at some of these images here. Police say the suspects stole customer information from business documents as well as vehicles and tires. Officers are asking anyone with any information to contact Kennewick Police. Right now, state troopers are investigating a crash involving a car and a semi-truck near Toppenish. It happened Monday morning. The Washington State Patrol says the driver of a car failed to stop at a stop sign near the I-82 and State Route 22 interchange and struck the semi. The driver was taken to a hospital with minor injuries. State Route 22 was closed for several hours during the investigation, but has since reopened. Troopers say the crash is under investigation. One of the victims of the Longview tragedy is now identified as a man who grew up in Toppenish. Family members confirmed on social media Gilbert Bernal passed away in the explosion. Bernal's family and friends held a memorial service in Toppenish last weekend, taking him on one last ride in a horse-drawn carriage before burying him at Azilla Cemetery. In total, 11 people were killed in one of the deadliest industrial disasters in state history. Switching gears now, thousands of runners, walkers, and community members took over downtown Yakima Saturday for the annual Yakima Mile. Now you see the finish line. The event shut down a mile-long stretch of Yakima Avenue and featured multiple heats for every age and ability, from families and kids to elite competitors. Officers with the Yakima Police Department were among the many volunteers and participants. The Yakima Mile also continued its Miles Against Violence fundraising effort, which supports services for domestic violence survivors through YWCA Yakima. Anthony Camerari won the men's elite race, clocking in at 3 hours and 49.34 minutes. This time set a new Washington record for the fastest mile run on state soil. Organizers say the event has grown into one of the premier road mile races in the Northwest. Cleanup work continued through the weekend in Richland at the site of the Pullen Street house fire. A fence is now up around the property with "Danger, Keep Out" signs. The city of Richland placed them on the outside, as you saw right there. The fire at the house known as the Richland Junk House broke out last week. An exact cause has still not been released as the investigation does continue. No word yet on how long the cleanup will take. The future of fireworks could be changing in West Richland, with the city discussing possible changes to its rules going forward. The city council is hosting public discussions on the city's fireworks laws, which some residents say they wish were stricter. City officials say no changes can be made this year because of how close we are to the 4th of July, but it's possible that new regulations could be coming in 2027.
So they've talked about reducing the number of days that you can discharge down to 3, restricting the days of sales to the same days that they can shoot them off. There was talk of limiting the number of vendors. That one's kind of a hard one.
The city of West Richland says its next fireworks meeting will be June 16th. Before you hit the road for your morning commute, heads up. Drivers in Richland should expect temporary lane closures this morning along George Washington Way. Crews will be working from 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. as part of the South George Washington Way intersection improvement project. The northbound left turn lane onto Aaron Drive and a southbound center lane will be closed for curb and pavement marking work. Aaron Drive will remain open, but drivers will need to follow a detour via Comstock Street and Goethals Drive to access it. So you are asked to plan for some extra time and use caution in the work zone. The city of Pasco plans on opening new roads before tonight's evening commute. Yesterday, a detour began and is in place this morning as Harris Road was closed between Broadmoor Boulevard through Road 108. The city says it will remain in place as the complete final touches on the Sandifer Parkway extension and Road 108. Friends of Disabled Veterans is planning another fuel giveaway ahead of the 4th of July holiday. The group says veterans can receive 10 gallons of free gas while supplies last. This will be during the July 3rd event, which will be held in either Pasco or Kennewick. Organizers say the giveaway is made possible through support from McCurley dealerships and helps connect veterans with more services available through the organization.
We do that about 4 times a year, so. And we try to do it before a holiday, so before Veterans Day, before 4th of July, before Thanksgiving, that kind of thing.
Organization leaders say final details, including the location and event time, are expected to be announced closer to July 3rd. Your time is 5:09 here on your Tuesday. Still to come, the NBA Finals return to Madison Square Garden for the first time in 25 years. Why security concerns overshadowed the celebration. And Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth coming back with a look at your windy weather forecast for today. He's also talking about just how high temperatures are going to rise in the coming days. Keep it here.
In the Yakima Valley, our community is built on hard work, family, and growing something for the future. As another school year ends, we celebrate our graduates and their futures as leaders, farmers, and innovators. But sometimes tradition means looking the other way, telling ourselves it's safer at home or everyone's doing it. Truth is, most parents in our community don't approve of underage drinking and don't want it for their kids. At 17 and 18, teen brains are still developing, making them more vulnerable to alcohol's effects. And in Washington state, supplying alcohol to minors can mean a $5,000 fine and up to a year in jail. We have better traditions, like celebrating milestones together, substance-free. Set clear boundaries. Protect their future. Don't let one tradition define their future or yours. Parents who host lose the most.
Vance has been keeping homes comfortable since 1986. We've got you covered for heating, cooling, and electric. We do it all. Maintenance, repair, and installation. Just give us a call. We'll be right there. Our professional technicians fix it right and fix it fast. We guarantee you'll be happy with our equipment and service. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Spring is here and everything's in bloom at Queensgate Gardens. Bright flowering hanging baskets, fresh color, and garden-ready plants are waiting for you. Swing by in Richland and make your space pop. Queensgate Gardens, your spring starts here.
All right, so guys, just smile and say, switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes and get an iPhone 17 on them.
Switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes.
What they're trying to say is you can switch to T-Mobile and get iPhone 17 on us. No trade-in needed.
Why can't we just say cheese?
Okay, cheese.
Plus, T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus the other big guys over the past 5 years.
I'm switching. And saving. I'm switching. And saving.
Hey, Michael, catch this.
Got it, Chuck.
Hey, Robin, catch this.
Ooh, nice pass there, Shaq.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
We're ready.
Let's do this.
Game on.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. The heat is going to be on by the time we get to this weekend with high temperatures getting up into the 90s. But for today, some of us are going to have a hard time even making it out of the 60s. We're going to be at 66 by lunchtime in the Yakima Valley and then pretty close to 70 degrees when it's all said and done with a decent amount of sunshine in the Yakima Valley. So for today, lower elevation is going to be in the 60s and 70s, 72 for the Tri-Cities, 67 for Walla Walla, 63 in Ellensburg. And those high temperatures, I mean, look how just sort of like incrementally each day we're going to end up around 95 degrees by next Monday in Yakima. That's going to be about 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. So each day we're looking at a bump up in temperatures between like 5 to 7 degrees. Okay. Let's talk about the overnight lows. For tonight, it's actually going to be quite cool. A little bit on the chilly side in the Kittitas and upper Yakima valleys, as will be around 40 degrees. I'll extend that down to the lower Yakima Valley as well. More like mid 40s for the lower Columbia Basin and for the Blue Foothills. But as those afternoon highs are going up, the overnight lows going up as well. So we'll have some nights by next Monday night. We'll have a hard time even dropping below 60 degrees. Very mild stuff. Okay, leftover showers in the mix for today, but then the forecast goes dry in addition to heating things up. So we'll talk about those fire concerns coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. The New York Knicks had their first loss of the NBA Finals at home on Monday. Knicks fans had been hoping for a win to set them up for a clean sweep potential in New York in Game 4 on Wednesday. Reed Binion reports.
Spurs fans in San Antonio erupting in applause after their team took Game 3 of the NBA Finals, beating the New York Knicks in the Big Apple 115-111. It was a tight game in New York Monday, surrounded on all sides by tight security before and after tip-off, due in large part to the attendance of the New Yorker-in-chief, President Donald Trump. Marine One landing along the East River ahead of the game, the presidential motorcade making its way to MSG ahead of tip-off. It was the Knicks' first home game of the NBA Finals, a momentous homecoming as the Finals returned to Madison Square Garden for the first time since 1999. But tightened security measures left some fans frustrated amid the excitement. A Monday watch party planned for outside the Garden got scrubbed following arrests at a viewing party Friday.
Yeah, it's definitely caused a lot of disruption.
I understand they taking heavy precautions because he's the president, but I feel like as us Knicks fans, we need to enjoy this moment.
At the start of the game, President Trump took his place at a box inside the arena, but when Trump appeared on the Jumbotron during the national anthem, loud boos could be heard throughout the Garden. The Knicks and Spurs face off in New York again Wednesday for Game 4 of the Finals. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
And we will have Game 4 of the NBA Finals tomorrow right here on ABC with coverage starting at 5. Still to come, Josh is back on the other side of the break with more on your weather forecast. Check out the clouds here over Yakima this morning. Will they be bringing any rain? Josh will tell us after this.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you could save big with up to $3,200 in utility and cool cash rebates available this spring. At Total Energy Management, we will ensure your house has the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
This is real life. This is also real life for those who shopped at Fred's Appliance. At Fred's Appliance, we don't do gimmicks, just clean laundry and everyday low prices. Right now, all laundry is on sale from GE, LG, Maytag, and more. Save big on top load and front load washers and dryers. We're here whenever you need us. Shop the largest supply of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region, only at your local Fred's Appliance.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Behold, the DQ $7 meal deal with $2 Blizzard upgrade. Proof that saving big doesn't have to mean eating small. Full-sized foods, fully flavorful. It's fulfillment that tastes like fulfillment. Try it with the limited time drumstick with peanuts Blizzard and really let your full flag fly. The $7 meal deal. DQ, happy tastes good.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Now that I've picked up the remote off the ground, let's go ahead and get this show on the road, all right? We have some leftover showers in the mix for today, and it's because we have this storm system that's passing us as we speak. So it's bringing some of those rain chances. It's going to pick up the wind gusts as well. We're already hearing our building shaking in Kennewick from the winds. First Alert radar showing you that most of the rainfall is kind of around the periphery of our viewing area for now. We'll put this into motion with Futurecast satellite and radar. Could turn a little bit more widespread later this morning. By lunchtime, you see just a few showers on the map. That's mainly going to be the mode for today. And then as we head into tomorrow morning, I'm thinking it's going to be after 11 a.m. That's likely when pretty much everything's going to drop off the map, and we should have mostly sunny skies, especially as we head into tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so let's show you some of the precip chances we're expecting. This is just for today in the Tri-Cities. I'm thinking our best opportunities for rainfall are going to be before lunchtime. After that, I'm expecting it to be dry, but you can see hour-by-hour rain chances for your exact home address location by downloading our Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Here's some of the rainfall totals we're anticipating from this morning through 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Still expecting another 2 inches of rainfall up in the Cascades. Not nearly as much for the Blues, but this will definitely be beneficial stuff for our mountain ranges. Unfortunately, lower elevations trending drier, and the forecast is going to go completely dry for Wednesday and beyond. Okay, now let's talk about the winds. Already experiencing the wind gusts for this morning, and when it's all said and done for today, we're thinking the strongest gusts going to be between 35 to 40 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley, for the Yakima Valley, for the Lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. Look, vegetation dryness is going to be only at a level 2 out of 5 for today, just run-of-the-mill levels of dry. But if we did see isolated pockets of some blowing dust, wouldn't be too shocking. I'm thinking the chances for that going way down for tomorrow, but it's still going to be blustery for tomorrow. Vegetation dryness still level 2 out of 5. Okay, here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Leftover shower chances today, then dry and warming up Wednesday and beyond. In Yakima, windy Tuesday, leftover breezes Wednesday, then into the 90s by Sunday. For Ellensburg, 35 to 40 mile per hour gusts for today and tomorrow. It'll feel quite cool for early June. Then for Hermiston, windy today and tomorrow with low chances of blowing dust for Tuesday. Finally for Walla Walla, 50-50 rain chances today, maybe a leftover sprinkle tomorrow morning before 11 a.m. Then a big summer fill into the weekend.
All right. Well, hey, I guess with all the windy weather we're going to be having today and over the course of the next couple of days, it's pretty good that we're getting some rain in, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's brought those vegetation dryness levels down, giving us a little bit of relief for now, but we're tracking that big warm up as we head into the weekend, and there's another round of winds. I'm tracking, like, you know, we do a 7-day forecast, Day number 8, the winds looking pretty dicey, so stay tuned for that.
All right, we will. Still to come, Steven Spielberg teams up with Emily Blunt for a new thriller about government secrets and alien encounters. Coming up, we have the director's latest take on extraterrestrial life in Disclosure Day.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
It's new member month at ICCU, which means from now until June 30th, you'll get up to $250 when you open a new membership with checking. It's easy to join, like on video chat with your morning coffee. Now that's a perk. Or online in just a few clicks. And you can always stop by a branch and join there too. It pays to be new. Learn more at iccu.com/new member month. ICCU. Life's greener here.
Different words describe different people. But in the eyes of the law, there's one that fits us all. Human right number 7. We're all equal before the law. What are human rights? Find out.
He was considered the spiciest player in the game, but the world couldn't handle it.
So I took all that spice and made the Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a Sriracha Curly Fry Burger or Buffalo Chicken Tater Melt. It's like a good kick in the mouth. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Vance has been keeping homes comfortable since 1986. We've got you covered for heating, cooling, and electric. We do it all. Maintenance, repair, and installation. Just give us a call. We'll be right there. Our professional technicians fix it right and fix it fast. We guarantee you'll be happy with our equipment and service. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust.
Steven Spielberg, no stranger to movies about extraterrestrials, as we all know.
But his latest film about visitors from afar arrives in theaters this weekend. David Daniel has a preview of Disclosure Day.
What did you steal?
Secrets. The data they paid me to protect.
Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor work to reveal what powerful forces want to keep hidden in Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day.
Like all sort of great Spielbergian protagonists, they're usually in situations where they're way over their heads and they're kind of white-knuckling it through.
Blunt worked with Spielberg on the alien language her character channels.
He almost wanted it to sound mathematical, like a message that she's trying to convey. What's happening to me?
People are starved for the truth.
I always had a core belief that we are not alone in the universe. And then 2017, when the New York Times came out with that earth-shattering report about the Tic Tacs, that's when I started to think maybe there's another story to be told about what's happening today, right now.
This 79-year terror campaign of lies has to end.
It's kind of a beautiful belief for me, the idea that there's more out there than just us. And maybe the idea of a film like Disclosure Day really continues to raise a lot of questions.
I think it would be arrogant to think that we are alone in the universe. What do we know?
I know you.
I know you do. What happened to us?
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Looking intense. What are your thoughts, Josh? You
My
gonna go see
thoughts
it?
are Emily Blunt plays a morning meteorologist in that movie, so I might, just based on that alone, I might have to go see it.
Why are all of these movies coming out that have such a focus on weather for you lately?
I don't know, the stars are lining up.
It's your time to go to the cinema.
I guess so.
And you still have to see Pressure.
I
No
do.
pressure,
I
but
do.
you have a list that you need to tend to. All right, your time is 5:27. Still to come, Foundation invests in emergency response for Walla Walla, how the city's firefighters are expanding their rescue capabilities. Plus, Columbia Basin College continues increasing its campus footprint with new student housing. The Hawks Landing Hall reflecting student feedback amid growing enrollment. But first, your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple is reintroducing its AI-powered version of Siri. The updated assistant can read on-screen content and interact directly with apps. The revamped Siri will require newer hardware like the iPhone Air and iPhone 17 Pro. A change for Meta smart glasses. The company is removing the facial recognition system. The update follows a report that a dormant tool was discovered in a companion app. It reportedly had algorithms that could convert photos and faces into biometric identifiers. Finally, almost a year after it was announced, you can now reorder your Instagram grid. To move things around, press on a post and you'll see a reorder grid option. Tapping on it takes you to another window where posts can be rearranged in whatever order you'd like. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Sophie Flay. Have a great day.
Attention homeowners, does your roof look like this? If so, your whole home is at risk for costly damage and repairs. Protect it today with a metal roof from Erie Home. Our roofs are tested to withstand wind up to 120 miles per hour. While hail and heavy snow can destroy traditional shingles, with an Erie metal roof, it's no problem. And they're built to last with a 50-year transferable warranty. And if you call now, get up to 50% off installation. Schedule your free estimate today. Call 1-866-770-ERIE or visit eriehome.com.
Ooh, real. You nasty.
Easy Off slides right through all the greasy. Then a quick rub to satisfaction. Easy Off for nasty grills.
Oh, what is that musty smell?
Oh, damp.
Damp. Oh, damp.
Hey, language.
Damprid traps excess moisture to eliminate musty smells. Get rid of the damp with Damprid.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman. Your time is 5:29 as you get your day started. And as you are waking up, you might be hearing some windy weather out there. Josh, I know we are hearing it here in the studio.
Yeah, every once in a while there will be a gust that will kind of like knock our socks off for a second. So yeah, that's a big story for today into tomorrow. Also some leftover showers for today, but the forecast mostly going dry and warming up. We could be around 95 degrees by next Monday. Okay, first alert radar is showing you some rainfall mainly around the edges of our viewing area for this morning. We'll continue to keep tabs on this. It is mild and a little muggy out there. 60 for the Tri-Cities, 58 for Walla Walla, 54 in Yakima. Those gusts for the time being only up around 25 miles per hour for the Tri-Cities, but I think at times we've had gusts a little bit closer to 35, 40 miles per hour. Look at White Pass, gust up around 50 miles per hour for this morning. Okay, here are your forecast gusts for this Tuesday for the Yakima Valley. Peak gust up around 35 miles per hour between 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So for today, other than the winds, low end chances of some showers, slightly better chances in the Kittitas Valley, and also for the Blue Foothills, and high temperatures getting up to the 60s and 70s. But we'll talk about that looming warm up coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Columbia Basin College is preparing to open a new on-campus housing building to meet growing student demand. The student housing first started on campus in 2017 and has continued to grow in recent years. Officials say the new $25 million Hawks Landing Hall will house up to 156 students after years of wait lists for current housing. The college says the project was shaped by student feedback and is designed to expand on campus living and community.
Amenities will include all utilities as well as private bedrooms for each student. If they're in a quad, they have their own bedroom space and they'll just be sharing a kitchen as well as it's a furnished unit. They'll also have access to a laundry facility, which will be included in rent.
CBC officials say student athletes are expected to begin moving in July 31st, with general student move-in scheduled for September 19th. Travelers in the Tri-Cities will soon have a new nonstop flight option. Starting Wednesday, Alaska Airlines will launch their new daily nonstop service between the Tri-Cities Airport in Pasco and Portland International Airport. Airport officials say the route comes after years of community requests and will give passengers a quick one-hour flight to Portland. In addition to visiting Oregon's largest city, travelers will also have more connection options through the Pacific Northwest using Portland's airport hub. Washington state agencies are being told to prepare for what could be one of the toughest budget cycles in years. New instructions from the Office of Financial Management outline the 2027 through 29 operating, transportation, and capital budget process for state agencies. Officials say the guidance comes amid expectations of significant budget shortfalls and limited revenue growth, with a focus on prioritizing core services and existing programs. Agencies must submit their budget requests to OFM by mid-September 2026. Check this out. A fawn got a helping hand from the Benton County Sheriff's Office after becoming stranded along Highway 240 near Columbia Park. Sheriff Mike Clark spotted the fawn on the highway side of the fence while its mother and sibling waited safely on the other side. Deputy Ortega responded to help, and with assistance from 2 Good Samaritans, the group used a blanket to safely capture the fawn and lift it over the fence. The rescue ended with a happy family reunion. I love that. Well, the city of Walla Walla Fire Department received a more than $21,000 grant from the Wild Horse Foundation. It's to help fund a new technical response utility terrain vehicle. The department is moving forward with plans to purchase a specialized rescue UTV designed for emergency response and wildfire operations. The new tool will help crews reach patients in some of the area's toughest terrain.
Having a vehicle of a smaller stature, but has that four-wheel drive capabilities and something that we can effectively load all our equipment on and make access will definitely benefit the area that we serve.
The department also plans to deploy the vehicle during wildfire responses across Washington through the state's fire mobilization system. The UTV will allow firefighters to safely reach and transport patients in remote locations while providing care. The Wild Horse Foundation has awarded more than $20 million in grants since 2001, supporting nonprofit, government, and tribal organizations throughout the region. Talking sports this morning, the Dust Devils have been hitting the ball well lately and wrapped up one of their best homestands in team history on Sunday. Tri-City won 8 of their past 12 games, which is the most the team has ever won since they began full season play. The strong hitting from the offense this season has been a key for their success. The team boasts 3 of the top 4 home run hitters in the Northwest League.
I feel like it's never on you with this team. We have so many great hitters. It's just fun to be a part of that lineup. It kind of provides something a little different. It's fun being with Randy and Juan Flo and a bunch of guys who can hit for power and then some guys who can hit for contact. It's an exciting lineup. I'm just glad to be a part of it.
The Dust Devils are currently second in the Northwest League standings with 31 wins and 26 losses on the season. Still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, a piece of naval history sits in the Tri-Cities, why it stands as a monument to American innovation. And here is a live look, back out to the Dust Devils out in Pasco. We do see a few clouds out there right now, but what does that mean in terms of temperatures for today and how much are we cranking them up as we head into the weekend? Josh has all those details right after this.
The chase for hockey's holy grail is on.
Vegas wins in double overtime.
For the Hurricanes and Golden Knights, the stakes only get bigger from here. The Stanley Cup Final, Game 4, tonight on ABC.
Is my used car cursed?
Why is this load taking 2 hours?
Third rinsing cycle commencing.
How do they know this car seat is safe?
I don't know. They've got people who do that.
But who's they?
You shouldn't have to question everything. For 90 years, Consumer Reports has been testing, reviewing, and advocating for you for answers you don't have to question. Consumer Reports. We never stop questioning.
Macy's gift line.
Gift guide.
That voice, I'd recognize it anywhere.
Halle Bailey.
How can I guide your gifting?
I need to find some gifts for Father's Day.
Let me guess, you have a lot of great men in your life. Princess treatment, if you will.
Yeah.
Super protective, but extremely loving.
Well, yes.
Helped shape your identity from a young age.
That's actually spot on.
Then I say this gift needs to go triple platinum.
I like the way you think, gift guide.
No matter the dad, we've got the gift. Father's Day starts at Macy's.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
This summer, turn moments into lifelong memories with Broadmoor RV. Feel the thrill of adventure and the warmth of togetherness. Explore the great outdoors with the comfort of home and let every adventure become a story worth sharing. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
It's almost time for Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart. Thousands will win Cracker Jacks caramel popcorn and peanuts just by matching their ending number. Plus, buy one for just $1.99 with Tuesday-only pricing. Match your entire number, and you'll win other great items, including a gas grill from Mega Master. Make sure your favorite Buy Mart is marked as your home store, making it possible for you to win with your entire number. Thousands win every Tuesday on Lucky Number Tuesday, only at Buy Mart, where you just match and win.
The chase for hockey's holy grail is on.
Vegas wins in double overtime.
For the Hurricanes and Golden Knights, the stakes only get bigger from here. The Stanley Cup Final, Game 4, tonight on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. If you want the summer heat, we're going to get it as we head into the weekend, but just remember, be careful what you wish for, all right? Okay, so let's take it back to today. It's a very spring feel out there for today. Going to be in the upper 60s around lunchtime and then low 70s for the warmest part of the day. Windy all throughout the day in the Tri-Cities and little chances for showers before lunchtime. Okay, let's take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off up in the Cascades where rain and thunderstorms looking likely for today. High is going to be in the 40s and 50s. Then for the Kittitas Valley, about a 50-50 chance of rainfall. Peak gusts up around 40 miles per hour. And then for the Yakima Valley, highs hovering around 70 degrees. Peak gusts up around 35 miles per hour. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, we'll have mostly 70s, could have some mid-60s down towards Boardman. These gusts around 35 miles per hour. Then for the Blue Foothills, 60s and 70s. And finally, for the Blue Mountains, we're looking at highs in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, just kind of depending on your precise elevation. Okay, high temperatures are just going to gradually step up their game over the next 7 days. Now, there's not going to be, day to day, there's going to be no significant warm up, but each day we're expecting to heat things up by between 3 to 5 degrees, which means by Monday, 95 degrees in the Tri-Cities. That's going to be about 15 degrees warmer than normal for the middle portion of June. So we have that to look forward to or to not look forward to, and then wrapping up the showers for today, which we'll time out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Sounds good, Josh. It's hidden in plain sight along the Columbia River, an enormous Cold War relic that once played a crucial role in America's defense. With the nation approaching 250 years, Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen shows us why its legacy still matters today.
Long before GPS satellites guided ships around the world, the USS Triton was already making history below the waves. In 1960, the nuclear-powered submarine completed the world's first fully submerged circumnavigation, following Ferdinand Magellan's route and spending more than 60 days underwater during the classified Operation Sandblast mission.
It was entirely submerged for the entire journey.
The mission came at the height of the Cold War, a demonstration of American technology and military reach.
It proved that the U.S. had the capability to, in a stealthy manner, to go anywhere in the world.
At the time, Triton was unlike any submarine ever built, the largest in the world, and the only U.S. Navy sub powered by 2 nuclear reactors, and that nuclear story has roots here.
Hanford was a key contributor to the end of World War II, international accomplishment that was felt by the entire world. The nuclear science has been here from the beginning.
The voyage helped prove nuclear submarines could travel vast distances undetected, changing naval strategy for decades. But Triton's legacy isn't just military. It also shaped future submarines and innovations still used today.
There was a lot of new technology added to the submarine that was incorporated in subsequent ships.
Today, that submarine itself is gone, but its massive sail remains in Richland, preserving a story you can still see up close.
Having the physical sail and the conning tower here is really much more meaningful.
The USS Trident was decommissioned in 1969, but its most famous mission remains one of the defining achievements of the nuclear Navy. As America approaches 250 years as a nation, the sail, standing in Richland, is a reminder of how American innovation with a connection to Hanford helped change the course of naval history. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
While the Triton's famous around-the-world voyage lasted just 84 days, the submarine earned the prestigious Presidential Unit Citation for the mission. That's an honor awarded to only a select number of military units for extraordinary heroism and achievement. Still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, everything you need to know in your morning sprint, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And hey, check out this gorgeous shot out of Richland this morning. Josh is getting you all ready for the day. Your time is 5:45, and he is talking about your rain chances on the other side of the break.
Get ready, Yakima! Sprint Boat Racing returns to State Fair Park on June 13th and 14th for a weekend full of heart-pounding excitement, presented by Pendleton Excavating and Paving. Don't miss these 1,500 horsepower jet boats race against the clock through a twisted water course at 80 miles per hour. Get your general admission or VIP experience tickets along with pit passes now at the State Fair Park box office or online at statefairpark.org.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Ready to refresh your home for less? At the Tri-County Partners Habitat store, find home upgrades, electrical, lighting, flooring, furniture, outdoor pavers, and more at affordable prices. And new this season, we design and sell custom cabinets. Best of all, every purchase supports Habitat's mission, helping build homes for local families. Great prices, greater purpose. Visit the Habitat store today. Your next project starts here.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office on Thursday, July 9th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
He was considered the spiciest player in the game, but the world couldn't handle it.
So I took all that spice and made the Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a sriracha curly fry burger or buffalo chicken tater melt. It's like a good kick in the mouth.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
This 4th of July, save more at More Furniture. Bring home comfort for as little as $32 a month. Kick your feet up with the dining reclining sofa for $5.99. Plus, enjoy 60-month special financing. Shop More Furniture's 4th of July sale today.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We will have some leftover showers in the mix for today. Definitely going to be a good deal drier in comparison to yesterday. It's as this storm system starts to exit the region, but this is going to do a couple different things to our weather. Number one, the rain chances, and then number two, the wind gusts picking up. Okay, First Alert radar is showing you that still the bulk of the rainfall is outside our viewing area or just on the edges of our viewing area. We'll put this into motion with Futurecast satellite and radar, and by 8 this morning, it looks like some of that now starting to extend down into the lower Columbia Basin. By lunchtime, it's just going to be a lot of hit and miss showers. I'm thinking, at least for lower elevations, it's going to be more miss than hit. And then you see trending drier as we head into the evening. By tomorrow morning, I'm thinking around and after 11 a.m., that's probably when most of this is going to drop off the map. And we'll see a good amount of sunshine as we head into the afternoon hours for tomorrow, especially for lower elevations. Here are the hourly precip chances we're expecting for today for the Tri-Cities. Our best chances of rainfall are going to be before lunchtime. After that, we will be dry. You can see hour-by-hour rain chances just like that for Pendleton, Walla Walla, Yakima, Moses Lake, all that for, whatever your exact home address location is. You can do all that by downloading our weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Some of the rainfall totals we're expecting through 11 in the morning on Wednesday. You see maybe another 2 inches of rainfall to go for some stretches stretches of the Cascades. Very beneficial stuff there. Not nearly as much for the rest of us. And then the forecast is going to go dry once again for Wednesday and beyond. That means vegetation dryness is about to go way up, especially with some of that hotter weather on the way for the weekend. Okay, let's talk about the winds that we're expecting for today. Gusts between 35 to 40 miles per hour for lower elevations. The vegetation dryness will be dry, just level 2 out of 5. But if we did see some isolated pockets of blowing dust, wouldn't be the biggest surprise in the world. And then wind gusts going down a little bit for tomorrow. Not as concerned with the blowing dust potential. Still vegetation dryness. Going to be level 2 out of 5. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Leftover shower chances today, then dry and warming up Wednesday and beyond. In Yakima, windy Tuesday, leftover breezes Wednesday, then into the 90s by Sunday. In Ellensburg, 35 to 40 mile per hour gusts for today and tomorrow. It'll feel quite cool for early June. And then for Hermiston, windy today and tomorrow with low chances of blowing dust for Tuesday. And finally for Walla Walla, 50-50 rain chances today, maybe leftover sprinkle for tomorrow before 11 a.m. And then a big time summer fill into the weekend.
Now, the morning sprint.
Police say they arrested a wanted shooting suspect during Sunnyside High School's graduation ceremony Friday night. Here's what we know. Officers responded around 7:30 that evening after reports of a suspicious person at the event. They say they identified the man as Jorge Ayala Garcia, who was wanted in connection with the May 29th shooting. During the attempted arrest, Ayala Garcia reportedly ran through the crowd, leaving several graduation attendees with minor injuries. He faces charges related to the shooting and additional assault charges. Cleanup work continued through the weekend in Richland at the site of the Pullen Street house fire. A fence is now up around the property with "Danger, Keep Out" signs the city of Richland placed on the outside. The fire at the house known as the Richland Junk House broke out last week. An exact cause has still not been released as the investigation continues. More federal funding is expected to support work at the Hanford site and Pacific Northwest National Laboratory, despite early concerns over potential budget cuts. The Tri-City Development Council says while initial federal budget proposals for fiscal year 27 have raised questions, Congress has historically restored and even increased funding for both Hanford, Cleanup, and PNNL. One of the victims of the Longview tragedy has been identified as a man who grew up in Toppenish. Family members confirmed on social media Gilbert Bernal passed away in the explosion. Bernal's family and friends held a memorial service in Toppenish last weekend before burying him at Azilla Cemetery. In total, 11 people were killed in one of the deadliest industrial disasters in state history. Washington state agencies are being told to prepare for what could be one of the toughest budget cycles in years. New instructions from the Office of Financial Management outline the 2027 through 29 operating, transportation, and capital budget process for state agencies. Officials say the guidance comes amid expectations of significant budget shortfalls and limited revenue growth, with a focus on prioritizing core services and existing programs. Moving on to your national headlines now. New concerns are emerging from inside the Environmental Protection Agency. They say scientists are facing pressure to downplay health and environmental risks linked to chemicals used in everyday products like cosmetics, deodorant, and household cleaners. Sources say supervisors have pushed staff to use alternative exposure scenarios that could make chemicals appear safer and reduce the likelihood of regulation. The former crypto billionaire who was sentenced for financial fraud 2 years ago is now asking for a pardon. Sam Bankman-Fried officially applied for a pardon from President Trump. The Justice Department says such a pardon would not erase his conviction, but would give him back certain freedoms after he has served his prison sentence. The 34-year-old co-founded the crypto exchange company FTX. He was convicted of multiple wire fraud and conspiracy charges. Bitcoin is in a severe slump, losing half of its value since hitting a record last fall. It's now dropped to just above $60,000, down from a peak of $126,000. That's raised more than $1.2 trillion in market cap in 8 months. Analysts say enthusiasm around AI may be replacing the crypto hype. The flesh-eating screwworm is back in U.S. cattle after decades, with the USDA confirming at least 3 infected cows in Texas. Beef prices are already at record levels, $9.64 a pound in April. That's up 13%, driven by the smallest cattle herd in 75 years. Experts say it's too soon right now to expect a new price spike from this, but the parasite could keep costs elevated, and a major outbreak could push them even higher. Measles cases are already on track this year to be the worst since the disease was eliminated in the United States nearly 30 years ago. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says more than 2,000 measles cases have been reported nationwide so far this year. Washington confirmed 44 cases across 8 counties in 26. State health officials say 3 people have been hospitalized. The CDC says Oregon is also among the states reporting measles cases this year. A new observational study looked at more than 15,000 people who eat after 9 p.m. It found they are up to 2.5 times more likely to suffer from abnormal bowel conditions. Those also under psychological stress are likely to have a less diverse gut microbiome. Late night eating on its own did not affect gut health, indicating the combination with stress may be the problem. Talking sports now, Egypt's World Cup team arrived in Spokane, Washington on a chartered flight Sunday, and they held their first practice on Monday. Spokane is the home base for Egypt during the World Cup. Practices are at Gonzaga. The Pharaohs will play in their first game Monday, June 15th. The game against Belgium is in Seattle. Team USA plays its first World Cup match in Los Angeles on Friday against Paraguay. To help fans in the region gear up, 6 pop-up stores across Southern California with official FIFA World Cup 2026 merch are opening. The stores have hats, t-shirts, soccer balls, and more. The pop-ups will be open until the end of July. All right, let's talk about what's trending this morning. Scooby-Doo is getting his own live-action series.
Yeah, Netflix has unveiled a first look at Scooby-Doo Origins. The streaming service released a picture of this real Great Dane puppy that will portray the crime-solving dog.
Aw, look at those big ears. In an online teaser, Scooby-Doo is seen running through the woods near a summer camp when he meets Shaggy for the first time. The new live-action show will also feature Scooby's iconic friends, Fred, Daphne, and Velma.
Yeah, the series is currently filming and is scheduled to premiere in 2027. Now, I must say, anytime there's live action and Scooby-Doo in the same sentence, I'm thinking of the one that was in the late 90s, early 2000s, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I can't think of who played Shaggy. Matthew something, I'm blanking on his last name. Matthew Lillard.
Well,
Yes.
see, they've always got us in the control
Yeah.
room.
So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's maybe they make like a cameo in the series. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, you have to watch to find out.
I have to.
guess.
I have to now.
I guess. Well, that's a good thought, though. I like
Yeah.
that. All right. Well, still ahead on Good Morning Northwest at 6 o'clock. A piece of naval history towers over Richland. The story behind the USS Triton sail and the submarine's record-breaking underwater journey. Plus, the Dust Devils achieved something they've never done since becoming a full-season team. The offensive performance driving Tri-City's historic success at home. Josh?
Yeah, we are tracking some big-time wind gusts this morning already in the Tri-Cities, leftover showers for today, and then a big-time summer fill as we head into the weekend. I'll talk about all that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.